suppose that Bibic is eliminated earlier here, and his rivals take 20 points. They're right back in it.
Yeah. It could easily be all changed. It just takes that one mistake, and especially in a race like the elimination, you know, you're out of it. You know, one mistake, you are gone. There's no second chances whatsoever. So, always nervous moments here. Bibic had a perfect night in San Quentin last weekend, winning both the scratch and the elimination, and he won the elimination in Mallorca as well. So we know that he's very good at this. But as you've been saying, anything can happen.
There's the lineup. A reminder that Matthias Buchli is not here this evening. His partner has given birth in the last few days, so congratulations to their family. "17 riders then who are about to take on the elimination. In the meantime, for the sprinters, get yourselves ready for the Kieran. You might have just won, but there's still another race to be raced. There's Jules Esters. It's been a step up in the Champions League for him this year, taking his first race win.
Yeah, so he won the Berlin elimination race and he got second to Bibic last weekend. So we know that he's really strong in this event. I think this is his favourite event of the two, so definitely one to watch out for. And very similar jerseys for the Belgians and for the race leader, so keep your eye out for the pale blues all round.
Who doesn't love an elimination race? I don't know if I've ever met anybody who doesn't enjoy this. Certainly watching. Roy Efting
is struggling at the back at the moment, so he won our scratch race earlier on this evening, but he's got a little bit of work to do. Bell this time for elimination next lap.
Efting will be hurting here. He'll be just trying to survive as long as he can into this race, and he's going to have to try and dig deep and find something to sprint now, because we're coming up to our first elimination. A reminder that it's the last rider, and Efting, well, he knows what's coming. He's given up there. A winner already, but that's the price you pay for an effort like that in the Champions League, isn't it?
It is the price you pay. So the races are very close together. There's not a lot of recovery in between. And also for Roy Efting at this stage of the competition, 15th overall coming into this, you know, he's going for those individual wins now at the moment. He got that scratch race win. He's probably not really thinking about the overall.
Bell rung again. Keep your eyes on the back of the peloton. Last rider in the bunch is eliminated. And this time it looks as though it's Claudio Imhoff who is gone. Yeah, no big surprise, struggling with injury last week. Just nice to see him back racing this week, the Champions League winner from last season. 16th place for Imhoff. Mora moves up the Spaniard. Trying to join him is Schmidbauer of Austria. He's on the wheel here. We're looking at the back once more, and it's a frantic chase there that's going to put, I think, the French rider in trouble.
Canada.
No, it's Guillemette who's gone. Wow. It was tight, that.
I wonder if that was tactical for him, following Bibic's wheel and making sure if anybody's going to go out, it wasn't going to be Bibic, because they were both sort of quite near the back then. Bibic still in. He's second rider from the back at the moment in that pale blue, but it was his teammate that was gone there.
Quentin Lafargue was already in trouble there, wasn't he? And he's having trouble here. He's trying to get in at the bottom and the base of the track. He's not going to succeed. So he's almost eliminated one lap. He does go this lap. Quentin Lafargue is out. Former track sprinter, not having the endurance to last more than 4 eliminations in here. Bell rings again. It is unrelenting, this race.
It is always raced at very high speeds early on. Often the pace comes off a little bit once you get into those, you know, under 10 riders left to go, but always pace is very high at the moment. So we've just got some trouble for perhaps Will Perez at the back. No, he's going to get around. Ooh.
That wasn't far as well at the bottom. He's still in, but that was close for the leader too.
That was dangerous, and that was what you were talking about earlier on, Rob. Just a tiny mistake and he could be out. Oh no, they have pulled him.
Oh wow, what? Do you know, I thought he was okay there, you know.
Yeah.
It just shows.
There we go.
And that is going to make things interesting. Dylan Bibic is out. And we have a fight for the Champions League on our hands.
We really do. That is huge news for the overall series for this event. And I think that might have been Perrett that time for Great Britain.
That was Will Perrett, 67. He waves goodbye to it.
Wow, big news about Bibic there. got some maths to do for the rest of these riders. Jules Hesters is the second rider in the overall series. Hashimoto down to third, Tidball in fourth. They're all still in currently.
So the task for the riders you just mentioned is survive as long as you can to set yourself up tomorrow night with a chance to steal the title away. They're doing that as there's another elimination coming up. It's tense and tight every time, but that looked like Schmidbauer.
Yeah, so once again, it's riders towards the bottom of the track getting caught out, and in that situation, you've got nowhere to sprint. You've perhaps got the legs and got the energy, but there's no track to race on. So the riders that are playing with fire at the back at the moment, and you think, oh, they've got a lot of work to do here. They've got the space to sprint around. So bottom of the track, very dangerous place to be.
10 riders left now. Hoover in a little bit of trouble at the bottom, wearing 71. Issue 2 for Tidball there. Needs to move up if he can. That's Hashimoto, I think, who's gone. That's big for the series. Started with a leader's jersey in the first 2 rounds of this competition, but he's going to lose ground on those second and third. Now, he's not happy about this, you know. He is not happy. He didn't think he was eliminated. Again, live, we didn't think he was the last rider.
And that's a tricky thing with this event, that the commissaires have to make that split-second decision. Very occasionally, we have a scenario where we have no elimination and they continue racing, but they've got to make that decision, commit to it. It's announced, the rider is called out, and that is it.
And the rider who's called out there is looking around. There's no one behind you, and he's going to go. It's Mark Stewart. Bad news for the Scotsman. This is a furious pace ridden here. I mean, it's never pedestrian, this race, but there's gaps with 8, 9 riders still there.
Yeah, absolutely brutal pace. I'm just looking at our 2 Belgian riders. The run towards the back at the moment is Tour Dens. Oh, no, he's not quite got round.
And he knows he's out there. He's up the track, and Tour Dens says goodbye. He's going to finish in 8th place. Still, the head shakes in the centre of the track, and well, he's going to have to hang around because he probably will have to pick up the jersey again tonight. But tell you what, he is going to be very, very angry ahead of them tomorrow night. Now Hoover with a little bit of argy-bargy, he's managed to get ahead here, and in trouble is Reinhardt. Reinhardt looks like he's going to go, is he? No, it is. He is called. He is called. In the end, it looked as though Hansen thought he might have been out, but in the end, it is chaotic, this race. Just as we like it.
Chaotic indeed. So I'm looking at the moment at Jules Hesters in second wheel, Will Tidball's in third wheel. They're the 2 runners that are set to gain the most in terms of the overall standings, because they are 2nd and 4th overall at the moment. Let's just see who's going to be in danger this time. Work to do at the back here.
Hoover survives. But this time, it's Tobias Hansen, who thought he was out the last lap, is out this time, and he takes 6th. It's Mora at the front in the red. Hesters on the wheel. Tidball still in there, and Hesters and Tidball stand to gain on Bibic going into the final round and set up the last night. Can they take 20 points, though? Because it's going to be a really, really tough effort to beat the rest of the field here. Hoover trying to stay in, and he might just stay in. Let's see. Nope, he's called. He's gone. Gavin Hoover in 5th.
Almost made it there. Another really tight one on the line, but the commissaires have made their call, and on we race. So down to our final 4. Sebastian Mora has ridden a very smart race out the front here, just pacing everybody, keeping himself completely out of trouble.
4 to go. Hennen is the Dutch rider here at the back, who looked like he might have been playing with fire the last lap. And this time he goes. And then there were 3. Bell rings again. And it's Hesters at the front. Tidball trying to secure at least 17 points if he can survive this. Remember, it's Hesters who's 2nd in the lead, Tidball 3rd, and they're both going to go to the final lap. Mora is eliminated, and this is going to set up the Champions League beautifully for the final night.
And this is what the crowd wanted. Will Tidball, British rider, home favourite at the top of the track at the moment. Jules Hester of Belgium, and they are going full gas now for the finish of this race.
It's a race head-to-head. But it's Hester who steals away. He likes it here. Tidball has the acceleration, though. Going into turn 3. He's going to get him at turn 4 and head to the line if he can. He's coming around, goes around. Does he get around? It's neck and neck on the line. And they don't know. It's a stunted cheer from the Belgians. Tidball doesn't know whether to raise his arm, but there he is. He gets it. He's the winner. Will Tidball sets himself up with a win on night 4 for a possible dream scenario on the 5th and final night. Tomorrow, he will ride to try and win the Champions League.